When Erskine College got into the charter authorization business, we had several goals, but modes of education that historically had been very challenging to produce great results could be brought to excellence. The other one is that we believe that the future of education was going to entail a heavy focus on virtual. And boy, we didn't even see COVID coming and what that was going to do. So we made those two commitments with the goals of bringing those modes of education to excellence. And part of the way that we believe that you do that is you set high expectations and then you give superior support. It's just like you do for your students. And that's why I believe your students succeed.
So today we're celebrating South Carolina Connections Academy's excellence in the area for our middle school and our elementary school.
Virtual education is a shining star in South Carolina, and you guys are proving it. Your high school is ranked #1 of all of the Charter Institute's virtual charter schools in algebra, in biology, and in English. Middle school, for which you get your first award, is the top 20% of all South Carolina elementary schools in the ELA. Top 15% of all South Carolina elementary schools in science. So for that, you are being awarded today a Gold School of Excellence Award for your middle school.
Our teachers and counselors and our whole staff work so hard to provide the best possible education from our students who are all over the state and have been through so much the last few years, especially in the pandemic. So for our students to get this award and our teachers to feel this appreciation is just amazing.
There's more. The elementary school at South Carolina Connections Academy is in the top 20% of all South Carolina elementary schools in math. You're in the top 15% of all South Carolina elementary schools in ELA, and the top 5% of the entire state of South Carolina in science, in a virtual environment in elementary. And for those accomplishments, today, South Carolina Connections Academy Elementary School is a Charter Institute at Erskine Platinum School of Excellence. We're proud of your team and we're thankful that you're part of the Charter Institute at Erskine.
The Institute really models servant leadership, their support and the culture that they establish as a school. It really mirrors what we do at South Carolina Connections Academy. So their goals are the same as ours, they're aligned, and so that allows us to accomplish our mission, which is learning for all.
We have 6 virtual schools that serve the state of South Carolina. And what we have seen in all our virtual schools, and especially at Connections because of its great academic performance, is that from COVID, as parents and students have chosen this virtual option and have exceeded their expectations academically, we see that demand continue to grow. Even with 6,500 students in this school, there are thousands and thousands of more families and students that are trying to get into these virtual schools. So we are committed to virtual education. We have proven that it can be done phenomenally well. And we're going to see it grow, and I think we're going to see tens of thousands more students in a virtual environment in the coming years.
I think the first thing that we really focused on was building our culture, making sure that we're putting our students first. In a virtual environment, you really have to make sure that you're building those relationships with students, just like in a bricks and mortar environment. We were in the top 25% of English results for elementary and middle school, and our graduation rate was above the state average. We're looking to continue that, making sure that we're in the maybe top 20% of the state in English and math for middle and elementary, and we want to continue to grow that graduation rate.
You know, we have experienced a lot of growth in the last 2 years. We are the largest school in South Carolina, I believe. We are at just about 6,300 students. As we grew and as we knew we would continue to grow, our staff was committed to one thing above all else, and it was that we would put people first.